la. Good evening, and welcome to the Autism Blogcast. I'm Jim Mancini.
And I'm Raphe Bernier. It was once considered a fringe idea, but is now getting more serious investigation that some forms of autism may be caused by faulty maternal immune activation. Where did this theory come from? Well, it was born out of two observations. First, children with autism often have immune system problems and show evidence of atypical neurological structure and function. Secondly, women with autoimmune diseases are more likely to have children with neurological disorders than are their peers. So what do researchers think happens in this process? Well, typically during pregnancy, a mother's immune system naturally relaxes a bit to accommodate the presence of a fetus. However, according to this maternal immune activation theory, the system doesn't work correctly and results in a maternal immune response that affects the fetus. Well, what's the takeaway here? Well, we're still very early in our understanding of the role of immune activation in the etiology of autism, but studies are currently underway to make sense of this growing concept. As always, we look at this and all other association studies with curiosity and a healthy dose of caution. Over to you, Jim.
Thanks, Raphe. Well, earlier this summer, the ARC of Washington State filed an amicus brief to the state Supreme Court. The court must decide if the legislature has fulfilled the state's duty to fully fund basic education for all students, including students receiving special education. This is related to the McCleary decision that mandated the state provide basic education to all students. Currently, Washington State pays for special education using a rigid formula, as if every child who has a disability has the same needs at the same cost. This is especially problematic for children with autism and the variability we see across the spectrum. In addition, the state pays for no more than 12.7% of each school district's students to receive special education, even though 120 of our state's school districts have a greater percentage of students with special needs. The current system places school districts in the situation of either covering the costs that are not provided by the state, which is a big challenge for some districts, or somehow trying to decrease the number of children with disabilities in their district, which is not allowed by federal law. In essence, districts are financially punished for providing access to services for all the children who need the help. This is a terrible situation for our educational system to be in. To learn more about the McCleary decision and recent developments, contact the ARC of Washington State. We also encourage you to contact your state legislator to advocate for fully funding education for all students in Washington State.
Excellent. Thanks, Jim. Well, that's all for this month. We'll see you next month.